Hi guys, so good morning and welcome back to my magical world. We are now at sa garden tayo guys ngayon. So, yun muna yung background natin for today. And currently it's 11:26 in the morning and my dog is sick. So, yun, not really feeling okay with that. So, it's 10:26 in the morning and today is June, wait, check ko lang. Today is June 7, 2023. Okay, let's continue. So, we're on to page 81 and 82 of the book Flow. Okay, so, relax guys and make sure to listen. Make sure to listen. Nasa mid part na tayo ng book. And if you are new to my channel yan, what I do here is that I read for you and I motivate people sometimes when I'm at the mood, when I'm at my perfect mood. Okay, so ngayon medyo mellow lang tayo kasi nga yung dog ko it's not feeling okay. So let's continue. Cultures are defensive constructions against chaos designed to reduce the impact of randomness on experience. They are adaptive responses just as feathers are for birds and fur is for mammals. Cultures prescribe norms, evolve goals, build beliefs that help us tackle the challenges of existence. In so doing, they must rule out many alternative goals and beliefs and thereby limit possibilities. But this channeling of attention to a limited set of goals and means is what allows effortless action within self-created boundaries. So as you can see, it's a sunny day. The sky is blue. So, wait lang. It is this respect. Dali lang guys Wait. So, it is in this respect that games provide a compelling analogy to cultures. Both consist of more or less arbitrary goals and rules that allow people to become involved in a process and act with a minimum of doubts and distractions. Okay, so the difference is mainly one of scale. Cultures are all embracing. They specify how a person should be born, how she should grow up, marry, have children, and die. So games fill out the interludes of the cultural script. Okay, so they enhance action and concentration during free time. When cultural instructions offer little guidance and a person's attention threatens to wander into the uncharted realms of chaos. So, wait lang guys. So, ayan, continue. So, when a culture succeeds in evolving a set of goals and rules so compelling and so well matched to the skills of the population that its members are able to experience flow with unusual frequency and intensity, the analogy between games and cultures is even closer. So, in such a case, we can say that the culture as a whole becomes a great game. Sunod ba kayo guys? Kasi pang ano to pang matalino. So sumunod lang kayo, just listen to me every day, okay? So going back, yan, nawala na naman tayo. Sandali. Yan. So in such a case, we can say that the culture as a whole becomes a great game. Some of the classical civilizations may have succeeded in reaching this state. Athenian citizens, Romans, who shaped their actions by virtus, Chinese intellectuals or Indian Brahmins, moved through life with intricate grace and derive perhaps the same enjoyment from the challenging harmony of their actions as they would have from an extended dance. So the Athenian police Roman law, the divinely grounded bureaucracy of China, and all-encompassing spiritual order of India were successful and lasting examples of how culture can enhance flow. So actually, like, diba, there are a lot of religions like Buddhism, Confucianism, yata, Confucius, basta something like that, guys. Tapos yung other religions from India, diba, some of it can actually like help you. But it's really up to you on how to, to filter things and focus on what is fact. Diba? Because there are a lot of religions out there that are um, that could mislead, that are misleading people, not pala could, so that are misleading people. So maraming ganon na religions, guys, so be very smart about it. Okay, so lasting examples, yan nga. So at least for those who were lucky enough to be among the principal players, a culture that enhances flow is not necessarily good. In any moral sense, the rules of Sparta seem needlessly cruel from the vantage point of the 20th century. Enough, though they were by all accounts successful in motivating those who abided by them. So the joy of battle and the butchery that exhilarated the Tartar hordes of the Turkish Janissaries were legendary. So it is certainly true that for great segments of the European population confused by the dislocating economic and cultural shocks of the 1920s, the Nazi fascist regime and ideology provided an attractive game plan. So a lot of like when they start something like religion, they actually have like a goal. Could be brainwash the society, a certain group of people. So it depends, guys. It really depends. That's why you really have to know your history. That's why it's really important to know someone's history. And not it doesn't mean that uh, we're particularly talking to the religion. It could be anything else. Okay, so no, do not be afraid, but make sure to know someone's history. If you like getting to know, if you really know what you are getting yourself into. Okay, so medyo hindi ako makapagsalita because my braces, kakahigpit lang siya ni Doc. Hi Doc. My doctor is not watching. So it set simple goals, clarified feedback, and allowed a renewed involvement with life that many found to be a relief from prior anxieties and frustrations. So similarly, while flow is a powerful motivator, it does not guarantee virtue in those who experience it. Other things being equal, a culture that provides flow might be seen as better than one that does not, but when a group of people embraces goals and norms that will enhance its enjoyment of life, there is always the possibility that this will happen at the expense of someone else. So the flow of the Athenian citizen was made possibly by the slaves who worked his property, just as the elegant lifestyle of the southern plantations in America rested on the labor of imported slaves. So like when you really think of it, guys, diba? So for example, the kings and the queens, those kind of thing. So it's like this is like the world has its own way of like modernization of slavery. Okay, so make sure there's no problem with that as long as you are happy. For example, you are having like a 9 to 5 job, as long as you're happy, compensated well. Me, for if it's me, if it's me. So it's okay, but there are really a lot of ways like to earn a lot of money. Okay, so find your path. I can't tell you what it is. Okay, you have to know with yourself, with your intuition. So make sure to eat healthy. You know, you are what you eat. Ganun lang, simple lang. If you're eating smart foods, that will give you strength, and your entire self could be will work in a different way. Okay? So, ayoko nang magdaldal ng ganun. Basta let's tapos na this book, ha? So, because I wanna move on, guys. I wanna read other books pa. Because I'm done with this. But for the sake of, for the sake of like, giving you the knowledge of this book, like, incremental. Kung pa konti-konti, guys. So, yun na nga. Let's continue, ha? So, nawala ako, guys. Ang dali. So, similarly, while flow is a powerful motivator, it does not guarantee virtue in those who experience it. Other things being equal, a culture that provides flow might be seen as better than the one that does not. But when a group of people embraces goals and norms that will enhance its enjoyment of life, there is always the possibility that this will happen at the expense of someone else. So the flow of the Athenian citizen was made possibly by the slaves who worked his property, just as the elegant lifestyle of the southern plantations in America rested on the labor of imported slaves. So we are still very far from being able to measure with any accuracy how much optimal experience different cultures make possibly. According to a large scale of Gallup survey taken in 1946, 40% of North Americans said that they were very happy, as opposed to the 20% of Europeans, 18% of Africans, and only 7% of Far Eastern respondents. So on the other hand, another survey conducted only 2 years earlier indicated that the personal happiness rating of U.S. citizens was about the same as that of Cubans and Egyptians. Cubans, hi to all the Cubans if you are watching. So I also want to go there. Diba? It's somewhere in the United States of America. So take me there, guys. So, and Egypt. Oh, my target countries talaga naman. So, whose per capita GNPs were respectively 5 and over 10 times less than that of the Americans, West Germans and Nigerians came out with identical happiness ratings despite an over 15-fold difference in per capita GNP. Hindi ko na isa-search yung GNP, guys. Basta, let's finish this book. So far, these discrepancies only demonstrate that our instruments for measuring optimal experience are still very primitive. So yet the fact that differences do exist seems incontestable. Despite ambiguous findings, all large-scale surveys agree that citizens of nations that are more affluent, better educated, and ruled by more stable governments report higher levels of happiness and satisfaction with life. So Great Britain, Australia, New Zealand, and the Netherlands appear to be the happiest countries, and the United States, despite high rates of divorce, alcoholism, crime, and addictions, is not very far behind. So if you are living in this country like New Zealand, Australia, Netherlands, diba? Good for you. So congratulations. So this should not be surprising given the amount of time and resources we spend on activities whose main purpose is to provide enjoyment. Average American adults work only about 30 hours a week and spend an additional 10 hours doing things irrelevant to their jobs while at the workplace, such as daydreaming or chatting with fellow workers. So they spend a slightly smaller amount of time, on the order of 20 hours per week, involved in leisure activities, so 7 hours actively watching televisions, 3 hours reading, 2 in more active pursuits like jogging, making music, or bowling, and 7 hours in social activities such as going to parties, seeing movies, or entertaining family and friends. Let's cut it there, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna read for you again tomorrow. Okay, so I know that there are when this book kasi has like statistics. It's statistically based, like some of the things that they are like discussing. Okay, so they like they put some statistics, so just to lay facts. Okay, sometimes it's important, but I'm sure for you it's relevant because not so many people are like into that. Okay, so yun lang, guys. So I think I think we are done for today. So, ano ba chika ko sa inyo? I'm going somewhere else kasi I am malapit lang naman here. So, um, hindi pa planchado ang aking plans, but everything is moving na. Okay? So, ano ba? Wala pa naman ako masyadong i-share kasi I wanted to share if it's already okay na. Ha? So, thank you guys for listening and thank you for helping me make this world a better place. For, alam niyo naman yung sinasabi ko sa ending. Okay, so ano na ba? Ano nang gagawin natin, guys? Wala na tayong gagawin. Okay, so check your tires. Ano pa ba? Anong i-remind ko sa inyo today? Okay, drink water and prioritize your pleasure. Okay, prioritize your pleasure once in a while kasi it's really important for us humans to do something that we love. So hindi lang puro work, because at the end of the day we're going to be dead soon in the future. Okay, so make sure to maximize this kind of life that is given to us because it's a gift. Okay, it's a gift. You are not meant to work 24 hours a day. Okay, so make sure to have that time management. Ayusin nyo yung oras nyo. Okay, so ano pa ba? Should I remind you of that? Kasi I'm not your wife. Na joke lang. Sige na guys. So thank you guys and I appreciate all your presence here with me. So I'll see you again tomorrow. No, mas consistent pa ako sa inyo kaysa sa life ko. Sige na guys, goodbye.